Hello folks, and welcome to another bonus episode for Utawarerumono Mask Deception. And it's now time for our third round in the Glossary. And we've got quite a few new characters to read up upon as well. Plus, hey, maybe we'll get some tater lore. Anyhow, alright, so first up in people is Atwe. An extremely laid-back and soft-spoken girl who always seemed cheerful and self-assured. She arrived in the Imperial capital as part of some visiting delegates to join Andrew's Nativity Festival, but snuck out of the group to enjoy strolling through the capital alone. Soon enough, she took up residence in the Hakuro Kakuen, where Haku and his friends are staying. She likes wearing kurarin on her head. Candy Vendor. An old man who owns a candy vendor stand in the Imperial capital. He seemed to like Kuon, Nekiri, and Routier, and gifted them with candies that were designed for them. Haku, however, received a candy that more resembled a giggery, insect-flavored. Haku, we're going to try and skim over the usual stuff though, because as the game goes on, we're going to keep on getting more. Hopefully I don't skim over some new stuff, but we'll just start from the hard-working part, I think. Anyway, he's not exactly a hard-working type, but he's quick-witted and quite insightful. Oshto, the true identity of Ukon, recognized him as a capable man, and asked him to work as a secret operative under Oshto's direct commands. Anyway, Karola, an enigmatic beauty Haku met in the hidden attic of the Hakuro Kakuen. Enticing and elegant, Karola is a mysterious woman with a hint of exoticism of a foreign land. She offered delicious sake to Haku, and told him that the name Haku is actually a name of a great Alwo in a certain other country. In the land in question, even little children would know his name. Kiru, a friendly boy who's actually a prince from Inakumi. He is naive and a bit timid. He owes himself to a strict training regimen. Kiru is a sworn brother of Oshto. By the order of his brother, he joined the group to work under Haku. I probably butchered his country, my apologies for that. I haven't even heard the name of it in a while. So it didn't really get ingrained in my mind how the pronunciation is. Anyhow, oh gosh, right. So what point would we continue from Kuon? I guess we'll start with the favor part. She favors using her tail to constrict the skull of her unsculptuous traveling companion whenever he speaks or acts without thinking. She's an apothecary, and despite her youth, she's quite skilled in the medicinal arts. Her extensive knowledge of herbal remedies comes in handy during combat. She has a great passion for bathing, and one of the greatest joys in life is soaking in a hot bathtub. Or one of hers, sorry. Having left her homeland, she originally set out to travel in peace and solitude on a journey to see the world. An unexpected turn of events, however, led her to travel at Haku's side to the Imperial capital, where they decided to work for Oshto. Oh dang, there is quite a lot of text for Kuon's description now, eh? Anyway, Mararo. A master scholar of Yamato, actually an under scholar. We know about the gothic clothing part. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think we'll start with the Oshto part. He shares a close relationship with Oshto, and Haku was employed by Oshto. Maro was deeply disappointed that he couldn't join them, due to his own high salary rates. I wish there was a little bit that would highlight what was new though, just as a brief reminder. It's just like, oh, the new bits start from here. Just so that you know where you left off. Anyway, Mikado. I guess we'll read the full thing because it's actually not that much. The Emperor of Yamato, the vast nation that governs all smaller provinces in the region. According to the rumor, he established the Imperial capital himself, displayed incredible supernatural powers in wars past, and has lived for at least 2 centuries since the founding of Yamato. He is considered an almighty being by the citizenry. Mosnu! We read something about him, didn't we, before? I will read it again, I suppose, just to make sure. Vulgar, wild, and all-around rude. Mosnu is in many respects the archetypal ruffian. He acts together with the Nosri thieves, led by the leader, Nosri. He was once apprehended and brought to the Imperial capital by Oshto, but escaped with help from his men. However, by the hands of Haku and his friends, or more specifically, by the beak of Kokobo, he was captured once more when he and his men fell in a manure pot. Hell! Mysterious man. A man Haku stumbled across in the street of booksellers. He reminded Haku of a young merchant prince. He seems to be an acquaintance of Nekone. Okay. Nahalai? Yuri's fiancé. He was being protected by Ukon while Haku and his friends escorted Yuri out of the Imperial capital. After successfully reuniting with Yuri, the two lovers fled the capital. Oshto. Oh gosh, which part is this? Oh no, I guess I'm just reading the film thing. Yamato's Imperial Guard of the Right. He wears an akuraka to hide his face. A man of integrity, both a valorous warrior and a learned scholar, trusted and beloved by the citizens of Yamato, and granted a post of honor and distinction by the Mikado. Originally from Enakumi, Oshtur had made his way up through the ranks based on merit rather than title and nobility, earning him the jealousy and envy of numerous aristocrats and high officials. Nekane is his young sister, and Kiru is his sworn brother. He patrols the city, or rather the capital, while disguised as Ukon. When he discovered Haku's true potential, he recruited him to become his trusted personal agent. Any more? Oh, Rotier again. Oh! I think we'll start from the shy bit. She's a bit shy, quiet, and physically slight. However, when someone disrespects her beloved Kokomo, her temper flares. After safely arriving in the Imperial capital, she continued to stay in the company of Haku and friends. Anyone else? Oh, more with Ukon, probably in relation to Oshtal, right? Yeah, let's go with the mission part. After the mission was completed, he became the companion on the road to the Imperial capital. His true identity is the General Oshtal. He uses the guise of Ukon to walk among the people of the capital and discreetly keep the peace. Yuri, well this one's completely new. A boy for whom Oshtar had requested Haku as an armed escort. He has a fine-featured face and a timid demeanor. He's supposedly an illegitimate child of some powerful family. Haku was told that Yuri wishes to abandon the family legacy and escape the capital to start a new life. In truth, she is a woman and has a fiancé. Poor Atli. Okay, next is creature. Purobon. A small animal that lives in the mountains. It has long ears with fan-like tails, and it has an endearingly cute hopping gait. However, its body is filled with enough toxins that a single one is enough to kill 1,000 people. Even their breath is poisonous, and if other creatures breathe in the toxin, they pass out. However, its heart is said to be a potent folk remedy for any heart-related ailments, so it is highly valued. Katsu. A medium-sized fish, often caught in Shiahoro. They swim with remarkable speed, and it's said to be good luck to run into a school of them. The meat is red and succulent, so it's much favoured for consumption. The traditional way of cooking them is by lightly scorching the surface, or by frying it with kuri breading? Breading, yeah. It is also used to welcome guests in Shiahoro. How did I get breeding from breading? Anyway, Korarine. Jellyfish-like opaque creature that sits on top of Atui's head. Usually they float around near shorelines, riding the wind. Unless humans provoke them, they're usually gentle and non-aggressive. They feed on bugs, rodents, and fish, subduing them by electrocuting them using 2 long tentacles. Kyorori. A violent carnivorous bird that lives in remote areas. It is 5 times bigger than a human. Its body is said to be as hard as a rock, and its talons and beak can tear earth and armor alike, according to Ukon. And that was one of our mission requests. Oh man. Masol. A small species of fish that lives in both warm and cold areas. To protect themselves from predators, they move together in dense schools, and during the appropriate season, the ocean surface appears covered with them. Inexpensive and delicious, they are used in many dishes. Matari. A medium-sized fish that can be caught in the northern parts of the ocean. Its soft body has a light peach color, and it's delicious whether boiled, grilled, or seared. It can only be caught in low-temperature rocky areas, so they are often reserved for celebrations or other special occasions. Nuko. A divine beast that appears frequently in the mythology? Yeah, it's a... Mythologically? What type of word is that? Is that even a word? Anyway, its immortal form came from a cat that was extinct in the old world, so it appears feline. It's noted for a spontaneous personality and a tendency to manipulate people, but it also seems to help people from the shadows by using its divine powers. Peruko. A quadrupedal herbivore. It's as tall as a human and has 3 horns on its head. Aside from during the mating season, they're usually gentle creatures, and they provide milk and meat as livestock. So there are bovine companions in this world. Well, that's all the creatures. Location. Enakumi. Home country of Oshta, Nekuni, and Kiru. It's a small outland country based in a valley, and surrounded by mountains. It is not particularly noted for its wealth, but it is considered to be a citadel protected by nature itself. Nakoku. Located south of Yamato, it is a peninsula with a sheltered cove close by. To the north, there is a massive bridge that leads to the imperial capital, and the west borders of Shiahoro. Its capital city is called Nara. Omochako? Yeah, Omochako River. I think that's how you say that. A river that runs through the imperial capital. It is used as a means of transporting goods, and on both sides, its course is dotted with both cargo handling facilities and water parks. Shiahoro. Located near a gulf south of Yamato. The region is subtropic and harbors several species not easily found in Yamato. Borders Nakoku to the east. Uzurusha. Or Russia. Is it Uzurusha or Uzurusha? I like Russia more. Anyway, a country located north of Yamato. Most of its population is made up of nomadic tribes, which once numbered over 100. However, due to the arid and dry climate, the tribes would constantly fight over what little arable land could be found. Culture! Oh man, there's gonna be a bunch, isn't there? Akuruka. Mask that is given to the Akuro Toruka and Yamato. Akuro Toruka. Great warriors have been given Akuruka by the Mikado. They are considered the Mikado's confidants, and it is said they will save Yamato in a time of crisis. Akuro Toruka statue. A pair of statues placed as if in protection of the imperial gate to the imperial capital. They are modeled after the Akuro Toruka, who are said to emerge to protect the citizens when the nation is struck by calamity. Curiously, the statues are actually hollow. Hey, we actually get to see what they look like now. Anyway, capital guards. Lower ranking guards that protect the imperial capital. When it's peaceful, their jobs mostly involve patrolling the capital. Due to the nature of the business, it has a tendency to attract people of a somewhat violent nature. But in Yamato, social aptitude for the job is also taken into account in order to ensure they uphold the expected quality and integrity of their duty. Imperial Palace. The living quarters of the Mikado. It is located before the mausoleum in the Imperial Cloister and made up of two buildings. The decorations give the air a somber but elegant atmosphere. The buildings are massive in size. Mausoleum. The mausoleum is a large structure located in the upper part of the imperial capital. It is often used for national ceremonies, and ordinary citizens are strictly forbidden from entering. It seems to be composed of a sturdy, mysterious material. Though the building is massive in size, the degree of precise detail in its construction is the most awe-inspiring part of it. It is rumored to store countless treasures and great amounts of knowledge and wisdom from ancient times. Nativity Festival. A festival in Yamato to celebrate the birthday of the Mikado's princess, Anju. Many Aolo, other noble families, and their children come to celebrate, making the imperial capital lively. Originally, the meaning of the date was to take powerful heirs to the imperial capital as hostage, and educate them to be loyal subordinates to the imperial family. Gosh, killing them hostage, eh? Oh, and that's that done. Okay, so lifestyle is next up. Boka. Nakoku's home cooking. Sukuru and sauces are spread on dough topped with herbs, eggs, smoked meat, and then baked in a furnace. Oh, that looks nice. Fukutsu masuo? Fried meatballs made of maso and simmered in tamuku, and spices. The distinct maso smell is neutralized by tamuku and is overall quite delicious. Furuyan. A snack made by mixing licorice extract into a dough and baking it in an oven. Simple yet filled with richness. It is served in the world as a tea-time snack. Gold. Gold-hardened morsels for trade and appraisal. The degree of purity is higher than ordinary coins, and they are used in both trusted business transactions or black market trade. In the imperial capital, it can be used as at normal stores, but due to the high value of such currency, it's often better to get exchanged for more common tender. Handcrafted candy. One of the many snacks available at food vendor stalls, a sugary material is heated and carefully extracted into the shapes of animals and mythical creatures by deft manipulation with fingers and scissors. At times, the candy shaper may take requests from customers. It's a traditional skill that originated with one man selling candy door to door. A long time ago. I see that cookable candy. Oh, isokatsu. A traditional method of cooking fish from Shiahoro, located south of Yamato. Katsu is covered in kakuri and fried in oil. It is then stacked on a plate and eaten with various sauces. Oh, seafood. Kakuri. A perennial plant seen mostly in the south. It grows in the fields and mountains, and blossoms beautifully during the summer. It isn't edible on its own, but the stems are ground up and used as powder for culinary purposes. Kamuka. Cooked minced meat and vegetables wrapped into triangle shapes and fried. They're conveniently sold on the street at many food stalls. Konyuri. Konyuri? Konyuri. I think! Oh, those are like cinnamon rolls! Anyway, a snack made by mixing stewed fruits and herbs into a sweet egg mixture and baking it. Freshly made ones have an appetizing golden sheen. It has an appreciable nutritional value and is popular among the children. Well, that's good. Lanya. What? Okay, anyway. A quadruped herbivore that has long ears and a short tail. Since they thrive even in dry desert weather, they're often used as livestock in Uzurusha. Uzurusha? Uzurusha. And aside from carrying a cargo and using them for transportation, they're also raised for their milk and fuzz. Mamutu. A steamed bun made by putting filling aside of dough made with a mam. The fillings can be made from anything from tree nuts to fish. Various fillings can be more readily found depending on the region, and they are often eaten as a light snack. But there are some places that treat it as a main entry. Oh gosh, how do I say that? Sheruchichi? Fish pickled on salt and sandwiched with a mam, similar to a mamamuni, but thicker and steamed, so the texture is like mamutu. Goes well with sake. Anyway. Shishiu kepu. Grilled meat that is marinated in spices. It's a recipe introduced by the nomads of Usurusha. The various spices in the marinade are used to rid day-old meat of any offensive aromas, and spices used for flavoring can differ between home-cooked dishes and ones found at restaurants. The authentic Usurusha-styled meat still has a distinct smell, and for that, it's been called an acquired taste. Ooh. Sukuru. A product made from milk gathered from livestock by solidifying, shaping, and fermenting it. It has a good shelf life, and it is also high in nutrition. It can be eaten on its own, or used for culinary purposes. Tomuku. That's a tomato. A vegetable harvested mostly in warm, sunny coastal areas. About the size of a fist, it will gradually turn red when allowed to ripen. By chopping it up and boiling it, a flavorful broth can be made, and the red sauce is an important part of many other dishes. Yeah, we call it ketchup. Yorker. Made by slowly mixing Lanya milk in lukewarm temperatures and fermenting it. It's used in cooking and can also be eaten alone. It has a strong tartness to it, so it's common in Uzurusha to drink it by adding fruit juices or honey. And that's that done. Miscellaneous, does nothing, and, well, we have no need for the tour. Wait, where's my tater roll? I just realized, there was no tater lore. Aw, well, we did get quite a bit done, right? That's good. Although I wasn't the most consistent when it came to it, but dang, a lot of different pronunciations, that's all I'll say. But anyway, folks, thank y'all for watching this bonus episode for Utawarerumono, Mask of Deception, and I'll see y'all next time. Ta-ta for now.